It's absolutely apptacular. The Subject Cinema Android app. Everything you need to be a rabid Subject Cinema fan. Subject Cinema, 3-Minute Weekend, Tuesday Digidex, and Front Row 5 and 10. All right at your fingertips and available instantly. Plus, email and voicemail links, Facebook and Twitter hookups, Patreon support specials, and more is coming real soon. Don't just listen, app it. The all-in-one Subject Cinema podcast app. Android version available now at Google Play or on PNR Network websites. Amazon and iPhone apps coming soon. Don't delay. Download today.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
It's Friday, October 13th, 2017, and from Subject Cinema and eCinemaOne.com, it's time to check out what's hitting U.S. multiplexes and art houses for your viewing pleasure this weekend. This is 3-Minute Weekend. I'm TC Kirkham. Once again, as we head into the end of the year, we're getting crammed with small releases trying to get noticed. And because it does happen to be Friday the 13th, there are a ton of thrillers and horror films opening this weekend. Let's get started with this weekend's massive film viewing choices. 3 films are opening wide this weekend. Action thriller The Foreigner, starring Jackie Chan, Katie Leung, Rufus Jones, and Pierce Brosnan, rated R. Horror thriller Happy Death Day, starring Jessica Roth, Israel Broussard, Ruby Modine, Rachel Matthews, Charles Aitken, Jason Bale, and Fee Vu, rated PG-13. And the biodrama Professor Marsden and the Wonder Women, starring Luke Evans, Rebecca Hall, Bella Heathcote, Connie Britton, and Oliver Platt, rated R. Opening in what we call a wide limited release on just over 800 screens, the biopic Marshall, starring Chadwick Boseman, Josh Gad, Kate Hudson, Sterling K. Brown, Dan Stevens, and James Cromwell, rated PG-13. Opening in limited release this weekend, Australian romantic comedy Alex and Eve, not rated. Award-winning music-based thriller American Satan, starring Boo Boo Stewart, Denise Richards, Drake Bell, Mark Boone Jr., Tory Black, and Malcolm McDowell, rated R. Horror fantasy Bad Blood, the movie, not rated. Horror film The Babysitter, starring Bella Thorne, Robbie Amell, Samara Weaving, and Leslie Bibb, not rated. Thriller Blood Money, starring John Cusack, Eller Coltrane, Willa Fitzgerald, Jacob Artist, and Ned Bellamy, rated R. Critically raved about period biopic Breathe, starring Andrew Garfield, Claire Foy, Diana Rigg, Hugh Bonneville, and Tom Hollander, rated PG-13. Rock music doc The Cadillac Tramps, Life on the Edge, not rated. The documentary The Departure, not rated. Exorcism documentary Deliver Us, not rated. Documentary For Akeem, not rated. Animated comedy Gnome Alone, starring the voices of Tara Strong, Becky G, Olivia Holt, Josh Peck, Madison De La Garza, Jeff Dunham, and George Lopez, rated PG. Historical biodrama Goodbye Christopher Robin, starring Domhnall Gleeson, Margot Robbie, Alex Lothar, Will Tilson, and Stephen Campbell Moore, rated PG. Frat pledging thriller Haze, starring Kirk Curran, Mike Blager, Jeremy O'Shea, Kristen Rogers, and Sophia Medley, not rated. Mexican comedy How to Break Up with Your Douchebag, not rated. A look into the global refugee crisis, documentary Human Flow, rated PG-13. Horror thriller The Lost Tree, starring Lacey Chabert, Scott Grimes, Michael Madsen, and Thomas Ian Nicholas, not rated. Sci-fi adventure The Lucky Man, starring Jesse James, Mariana Paula Vincente, Burton Gilliam, and Brad Hawkins, not rated. Sci-fi fantasy The Man from Earth, Holocene, starring Vanessa Williams, Michael Dorn, William Catt, and Sterling Knight, not rated. Revenge thriller MFA, starring Francesca Eastwood, Clifton Collins Jr., Michael Welsh, Andrew Caldwell, and Peter Vack, not rated. Documentary Monogamish, not rated. The 4K digital restoration of the film that pioneered the modern zombie film, 1968 horror classic Night of the Living Dead, starring Dwayne Jones, Judith O'Dea, Carl Hardman, Marilyn Eastman, Keith Wayne, Judith Ridley, and Kyra Shawn, not rated. Chinese crime thriller The Outlaws, not rated. Intense mental health drama The Secret Scripture, starring Rooney Mara, Aidan Turner, Theo James, Jack Rayner, Eric Bana, and Vanessa Redgrave, rated PG-13. One of the most buzzed about documentaries this year, the film-related documentary 78/52, Hitchcock's Shower Scene, an intricate and complete analysis of one of the most iconic scenes in film history, not rated. Adventure thriller Six Below, Miracle on the Mountain, starring Josh Hartnett, Mira Sorvino, Sarah Dumont, and Austin R. Grant, rated PG-13. Comedy Super Powerless, not rated. Golf comedy Swing Away, starring Shannon Elizabeth and John O'Hurley, rated PG. Guerrilla comic fantasy Silvio, starring Silvio Bernardi, Kentucker Audley, and Steve Bauer, not rated. The winner of this year's People's Choice Award for Best Picture at the Toronto Film Festival, the dark comedy 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, starring Frances McDormand, Woody Harrelson, Sam Rockwell, Caleb Landry Jones, John Hawkes, Lucas Hedges, and Peter Dinklage, rated R. Documentary Thy Father's Chair, not rated. Award-winning Finnish artist biodrama Tom of Finland, starring Jacob Oftebrow, Pekka Strang, and Werner Dane, not rated. And food documentary Wasted, the story of food waste, not rated. Keep in mind that most indies spread slowly across the country. Although these films are officially opening this weekend, there is no guarantee that they will reach your local cinema for several weeks, if at all. Be sure to check your local listings for more on each of these films and their availability in your area, along with their possible availability on your favorite on-demand service, both online and from your local cable or satellite service. For the lowdown on what's hitting home video on DVD, Blu-ray, on-demand, Netflix, and Amazon Prime each week, check out Tuesday Digidex, your complete guide to all the new home video releases, every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, available on this same feed through most podcast services, including iTunes, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, and many others, or directly from our website at eCinemaOne.com. Please remember to check out PNR Networks' premier weekly film podcast, Subject Cinema, with yours truly and my lovely co-host Kim Brown. Now in its second decade, it's full of reviews, news, commentary, and we hope a whole bunch of laughs. You can check it out every Sunday evening at eCinemaOne.com and SubjectCinema.com, or subscribe through iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud, TuneIn.com, YouTube, and many others. Just search your favorite podcast service for Subject Cinema. If you enjoy 3 Minute Weekend each weekend, please consider joining our Patreon campaign. Your generous recurring monthly support will help give us a chance to upgrade our equipment, bring you more news, features, and coverage, and make our current and upcoming shows and websites get bigger and better for you. You support a show you like, and we give you some cool perks in return. And you're not supporting just TMW, but all of the PNR Networks family. Monthly donations start at just $2, and we really appreciate your patronage and support. So become a Patreon supporter. Click on the giant orange Patreon button on any PNR Networks website, or go directly for all the scoop at patreon.com/PNR Networks. That's what's hitting theaters this weekend, courtesy of your new release newsleader, 3 Minute Weekend. Join me every Friday morning for all the latest theatrical releases in the U.S., and don't forget to subscribe so you're up to date on the latest releases as soon as the show goes up. You can subscribe through iTunes, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, and other popular podcast sites, and also through Roku. Find out how to do that at the eCinemaOne website. For 3 Minute Weekend, I'm TC Kirkham, and as always, I'll see you at the movies this weekend.
Why haven't you seen To Kill a Mockingbird?
I was too busy rewatching the Marvel Cinematic Universe films again.
Why haven't you seen Mad Max?
Do you know how hard it is to track down a copy of The Return of Captain Invincible?
Why haven't you seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Did you know that Road to Perdition was originally a comic book?
This
is Bubba Wheat from Flights, Tights, and Movie Nights, and on each episode of Filmwise, my guest introduces me to a film that they're passionate about and I've never seen before, and in return I introduce them to a comic book or superhero film that they're curious about. Find it every other week at filmwise.com, iTunes, or Stitcher.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
Podcasting's choice. From coast to coast, continent to continent, right here 24/7.